Hey there, football fans. Ready to dive into the NFL's wild world of potential expansion? The NFL has been stirring up excitement for years now. And no, it's not just because of those jaw-dropping touchdowns. We're talking about big moves, like adding new teams. Yes, you heard that right. The NFL may be thinking about growing its empire. Not just in the US but around the world too. Can you imagine more teams in the NFL? A team in Orlando? Or even a franchise across the Atlantic in London? It's a possibility. Let's look at some of the cities that could be the next big thing on the NFL map. Buckle up, because this is about to get interesting. Orlando, Florida. Theme parks and touchdowns. Now, we all know that Florida is pretty much the NFL's playground, especially when it comes to having multiple teams. But what if the Sunshine State could be home to another team? That's right, Orlando, which is more than just Mickey Mouse's hometown, might be the next city in the NFL expansion talk. Orlando's got a solid track record when it comes to supporting professional sports like the NBA's Magic. The city is also ranked as the 16th largest TV market in the US, so if we're talking viewership, they're not exactly slacking. What about the NFL's Pro Bowl? Yep, Orlando hosted that a few years back, so it's not like they're new to this sports business. And let's not forget about all those tourists. I mean, who wouldn't want to go on a roller coaster and catch a game? The only problem might be that the three other Florida teams, Miami, Jacksonville, and Tampa Bay, might not be too keen on sharing the state. But hey, that's a minor hiccup in the grand scheme of things. Odds of an Orlando NFL team? 4 out of 10. San Antonio, Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas, except Jerry Jones' ego. Alright, we've all heard that everything is bigger in Texas, bigger stadiums, bigger fans, and even bigger rivalries. But will it be bigger than Jerry Jones' ego? That's the real question. San Antonio could totally pull off hosting an NFL team. The city's already home to the UFL's San Antonio Brahmas, and the Alamodome could easily transform into an NFL venue. But there's one small problem. Jerry Jones. Yes, the Dallas Cowboys owner isn't exactly known for being warm and fuzzy when it comes to sharing a market. San Antonio's proximity to Dallas could mean a tough sell to Jones. But never say never, stranger things have happened in the NFL. Odds of a San Antonio NFL team? 1 out of 10. Austin, Texas, the weird football capital. Just up the road from San Antonio, there's a little city called Austin that is absolutely crushing it in the tech world and might just be ready to crush it in football. 2. Austin's a top 40 market, and its residents have a ton of disposable income, so it could be a great fit for an NFL franchise. Plus, Austin is famous for its "Keep It Weird" slogan. And let's be real, what's weirder than putting an NFL team in a city known for its music, tech startups, and barbecue? Sure, there's the whole "Jerry Jones wouldn't like this" thing again. He's basically Texas's version of the villain in every sports movie. But we all know how much Austin loves its football. Imagine a game day with fans rocking the "Hook 'em horns" and cheering for their very own NFL team. Now, that sounds like a good time, right? Odds of an Austin NFL team? 4 out of 10. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. The middle of America's football heart. Oklahoma City might seem like an odd choice, but it could actually work. The city already supports the NBA's Oklahoma City Thunder, so they know how to pack a stadium and get behind a team. But what makes OKC interesting is its location. It's basically in the middle of the country, which means it could bring some real competition to other teams like Dallas, Kansas City, and even New Orleans. Central locations are a bit of a sweet spot in the NFL world. And Oklahoma City could be the hidden gem in the heart of the country. They've got the fans, they've got the location, and they've got a growing metro area. The only issue? Well, it's still a relatively small market compared to some of the other cities on this list. But hey, that's not a deal breaker. Odds of an Oklahoma City NFL team? 4 out of 10. Toronto, Canada. Oh Canada, NFL wants you. We can't talk about NFL expansion without mentioning Toronto. The city is huge, both in population and in sports enthusiasm. They've got all kinds of teams: hockey, basketball, baseball, and they even host the Grey Cup, Canada's big football championship, every year. So the familiarity with football is there. No question. Plus, Toronto already has a built-in fanbase that would absolutely love an NFL team. Could you imagine the roar of the crowd in the Rogers Centre? Or maybe a brand new stadium? Toronto has the infrastructure, the market size, and the passion for sports. It's just a matter of making it happen. However, there are some challenges, like the fact that the NFL would be competing with the CFL in Canada. But come on, if the NFL wants to go global, Toronto is the logical step. Odds of a Toronto NFL team? 5 out of 10. London, England. The cross-Atlantic NFL dream. Here's where things get really interesting. London. Yes, you read that right. The NFL is already playing games in London. And it's been a massive hit. They've got multiple stadiums that could host NFL games. And let's face it, London is a global sports hub. The city's got fans, history, and a heck of a lot of interest in American football. But there's just one teeny tiny problem. How do you get a whole team to travel across the Atlantic Ocean for every single game? But hey, if the NFL is serious about global expansion, London could be the crown jewel. The market's there, the fans are there, and we all know how much the NFL loves to play to the international crowd. Sure, there's the logistical nightmare of long flights and time zone changes. But when has that ever stopped a billion-dollar business? Odds of a London NFL team? 8 out of 10. Honolulu, Hawaii. Surf, sun and football. Now, let's talk about paradise. Honolulu, Hawaii. The NFL used to host the Pro Bowl here. And let's just say, Hawaii knows how to throw a party. The stadium is ready, the fan base is loyal, and the weather is, well, perfect. Who wouldn't want to be in Hawaii watching football? It sounds like a dream. But here's the catch. Honolulu has a smaller television market and inconsistent local interest in professional sports beyond the local level. Plus, the logistics of crossing an entire ocean to get to games might make it a tough sell for most teams. But, let's face it, who wouldn't want a Hawaiian NFL team? Odds of a Honolulu NFL team? 1 out of 10. Salt Lake City, Utah. Ski, hike, and watch football. Utah's capital city might not seem like the first choice for an NFL expansion. But hear me out. Salt Lake City already supports professional teams like the NBA's Jazz and has an upcoming NHL franchise. With a metro area that boasts over 1 million residents, this city has a growing sports culture and could be a perfect place for football to flourish. Plus, it's a great hub for fans in the western U.S. That said, the city's residents tend to spend more time in the mountains than in stadiums. With all that outdoor adventure, will they be interested in football on Sundays? That's the million-dollar question. But let's not rule it out just yet. Odds of a Salt Lake City NFL team? 7 out of 10. So there you have it. These are just a few of the cities that could potentially be in the running for the next big NFL expansion. The NFL's future is looking wide open. And we're just getting started. Now, if you enjoyed this little trip into the possible future of the NFL, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your fellow football fans, and subscribe to the channel for more fun and insights into the world of sports. Who knows, the next team might just be in your city. Catch you in the next one.